Show. Um, I am on here today. I know that I say quite often that my tea is very specific because it is. I describe the tea, which is a terminology that is used in urban language for a hot topic. But there, as you know, if you consume tea, that there's many types of teas. Yes, typically tea is a hot beverage, but there is iced tea. Okay. And there is a tea that I prefer, which is matcha tea, which is a concentrated green tea. And that is how I describe the topics that I talk about here at the SupaTea Podcast Show. Because matcha is ceremonial and also concentrated, packed with antioxidants as a green tea, making it ultra healthy for your body. And here at the Super Tea Podcast Show, I like to promote health, total health, holistic health, health for your mental, health for your physical, and health for your mind. That's why I admire greats such as Reverend Michael Beckwith. He has a podcast called Take Back Your Mind. Of course, he has a whole bunch of stuff to make the aesthetics of his podcast uh, simple but effective, okay? Because those things are important. I'm still working on the aesthetic part, okay? But what I still bring to you is my authenticity. And I have to share some information because I've been very concerned about another brother in the what they would like to call the conscious community. He's been doing some amazing, phenomenal things. And you know, his coins is right. His coins is right. I ain't gonna act like his coins ain't right. His coins is right. However, I'm concerned about him because, as you know, when your coins get right, and I'm talking just in general, period, when your coins get right, people want to get near you, people want to get next to you, people want to be around you, you know. And although his coins have been right for a while, um, he had a need. He had a need. We're talking about a family oriented man. His name is Billy Carson. Family oriented man who was being intuitively pushed and pulled by spiritual forces to develop himself into more of himself and then to share what he learned with the masses. And that pull, that internal pull, that spiritual pull, unfortunately separated him from his first wife and his first child, I believe, as well, too. I know certainly the wife. I don't know the relationship with the child, if we're going to be honest. If I'm going to be honest with you. Um, However, he had that desire. He had that desire. He was there because he wanted to be there. But whatever that intuitive feeling was that was pushing him to develop himself more spiritually, it was stronger than, I guess, his desire to be there because he knew how helpful it would be to humanity. He knew that he wasn't the only one that was getting these insights and getting this information. And he has done a bit of traveling, and I'm pretty sure he has gotten a lot of confirmation on the things that were revealed to him internally, internally, intuitively. You know, a lot of people want to dismiss intuition and substitute it for what they can physically hold. Like this bottle, I'm physically holding this bottle. So because I'm physically holding this bottle, because I physically see this bottle, that's the only reason why I know that it exists. But there are things that we can't see. And if I was to take this bottle and throw it away, it would not erase the fact that this bottle was formed. And I'm going somewhere, so just follow me along here when you see this video because nobody's here at this live right now. And if anybody does come in, I'm going to continue on my topic, and I'm really not going to go into the comments, honestly. It probably would have been better as a video, but with my data issues, my temporary data issues, I'm doing it live. You're getting it live. You see, I don't have on the makeup. I didn't glam nothing. My ring light, I'm not even using because I feel that the natural light is doing just great. So you can see a little old pimple pop, whatever. You might even see a little peach fuzz, whatever. That's the physical. Again, the tea here at the SupaTea Podcast Show is not just about physical. It's not just a hot topic. It's nutritional, holistically, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So, with that being said, back to this brother that I have been concerned about. I have been concerned about. I haven't voiced my concerns because really, I don't interact physically with individuals who would even like care. Um, that's the truth of the matter. But I've been concerned about him because I see things. I see things, and I was like, okay, where is? I know his parents. They also have odds. If they are around, I don't think his father's not around. His mom might be around. Not 100% sure, but I do know he came from the same upbringing that I came from, which was Jehovah Witness. And I have relatives right now that are alive, that are elderly, that refuse to communicate with me because I don't follow that religion. So I know the effects of religion. I know the effects of people being programmed. You know, we pretty much all have been programmed. Not realize it. Not realize it. Just a little sidebar. We get back to Billy because Billy is why I'm here. But just a little sidebar. Freaking, I was watching Girlfriends. That's back from the early 2000s. We are 20 years later. In Girlfriends, they were talking about podcasts then. And you wouldn't pay it no freaking mind. You're like, oh, that's just something that they mentioned. That's just a. But look at where podcasting is now. So, yeah, we're all pretty much programmed with what we see, what we listen to, and until we have developed ourselves to have the mental strength and fortitude to reject the programs we don't want, to judge the programs that are being presented to us and see, is this acceptable for my personal goals? If it's acceptable to my personal goals, then perhaps I can learn something. Perhaps I can use something from this programming. If it's not acceptable, I'm going to reject this programming and it's going to be non-applicable to me because I have the authority to govern myself and what I allow into my mental and what I keep into my mental and what I utilize in my life. And I also have the authority to decide exactly what type of life I want. So let's get back to the brother Billy. So everybody's coming at Billy because he's successful. He's successful. I don't know his net worth, but he's successful. Everybody's coming at him. And he was dating someone. And I was like, doesn't look like a great match. You know, this was just how I felt, you know. And, you know, she has her mother, so she had a community of people that were there to support her and what she basically and her goals, you know. And from what this is from the outside looking in, and this is just my intuition speaking as a woman. She was a lady who had a single mom, because where's the baby daddy at? Because that's not his kid, that's her kid. So where's the baby daddy at? And we all know, or at least I know now. Took me to get past 40 to discover it, but some people discover it way before 40, that the yoni is a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing. So here's somebody who's saying, hey, I'm going to give you what you desire. You desire a family, I'm going to give you a family. I'm going to be dedicated. I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, and I'm going to show you. And stuck around, hung around, and, you know, whatever. Now, truths are being revealed. Truths are being revealed. Because you get on a public platform, this is the missus, and she talks about how her husband was jet lagged before he went to do that interview with Wes. I don't even know Wes' last name, whatever, the scholar. Um, the scholar, you know. And the scholar, you can see, like, if you are reading, or if you are reading just facial expressions, no matter how meek he sounded, you can see from the initial when he got disconnected, like he already was coming in for the throat. Like he was coming in for the throat. Yes, he was going to present it. He was going to present it in a way that sounded and in a tone that just, was very educated and did not sound all aggressive and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't even talk aggressive like that. Probably the most aggressive he gets is like this. Like, come on. Like, you got to be able to, like, peep the psychology here and be very intuitive, because his face showed where his everything. He couldn't hide that, and it disconnected, like the whole system disconnected, okay? And then they brought him back. And then when he came back, he's like, oh, now if you pay attention to Billy, you'll see that Billy was obviously tired. He looked like he was very tired. So why were you there? Why were you there? See, as a wife, you're supposed to be a helpmate. So your man that came from traveling. Your man is tired. Why the hell is your man on somebody's podcast half the fuck awake? Why? Because of the money? Oh, because they paid him to be there? Is that why? No. Unacceptable, unacceptable, unacceptable. So I didn't watch the whole thing because I didn't need to watch the whole thing, because I saw all that I needed to see within the first 20 or so minutes. I saw the demeanor of the West guy who was like, well, I have this credibility, that credibility. All your credibility is in universities, and trust me, I love universities, okay? I love to learn. I love to read. I love to write. But let's deal with the reality of the fact that libraries and books have been burnt. They have been burnt, okay? Let's deal with the reality that reading at one point was illegal for people that looked like me here on my homeland, known now as America, the United States of America, okay? Let's not act like that part of history didn't happen. We're going to go all the way back here, and we're going to get these. You think it just happened here? You think what those Europeans did here, it was the first time they did it? No. Burning up whole communities, you think it was the first time? No. So they could have, I'm pretty sure, did it before. Because obviously, if they hadn't done it before, they wouldn't be, this wasn't the first time. Here on this land was not the first time. So they did it in other places too. And the point that I'm getting at, just because you got something, West, right here, right now, in the 2020, it's 2025. I don't know when they recorded. Oh, they recorded that 2024. A few weeks ago, they recorded that podcast. He showed how he got papyrus paper and how he cut the papyrus paper and how he has transcribed onto papyrus paper in 2024. So if he is doing that in 2024, you mean to tell me that somebody couldn't make up something and put on a papyrus back then? Way back? And now we up way up here, and he's like, this is credible because we historians agree upon it. Yeah, y'all agreed that black people was less than a person too, and y'all agreed that slavery was legal too at one point in time, a few hundred years ago. So I don't, your credibility cannot be just because historians agree upon a papyrus that you claim is from whenever, because we don't know if that papyrus is authentic. You are creating papyruses here, now, 2024. So you can't bring us a papyrus from, I don't know, 50 BCE and say this is credible. No. I'm not accepting it. No, thank you. Sounds good. Intellectuals are like, yeah, he made sense. He made logical sense. I'm going to need you to use more than just your logic. I'm gonna need you to also use your intuition. I'm gonna need you to look at the big picture. It's something that me and a family member get into discussion about all the time. She's like, I'm zooming in and you're looking outward. Yes, I'm looking at the big picture. I've zoomed in already. I don't need to continue to zoom in. I don't need to continue to zoom in. I see the big picture. What is the big picture? Why are they taking the time and the energy to come and talk crap with Billy Carson when we have bigger shit going on here in America? Why? Why is this historian taking his time out to do this? Why? Don't we got some bigger stuff going on here in the United States of America? Oh, he's in Canada. My bad. He has the time. He could care less about us over here. Police. Again, I'm concerned about our brother Wes. I'm just gonna put out there. I mean, not our brother. Well, I mean, brother Wes. He has other issues. Whatever. I'm concerned about our brother Billy, and I'm just hoping that the community supports them still. You know, again, some of us are still deprogramming that self hate. So when we see a successful melanated person, we're like, ooh, something got to be wrong with them. Something got to be this, something got to be that. Instead of, oh, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for their success. Let me support their success. No. Some of us are doing the complete opposite of being supportive of us being successful. And that is because of their own self internal internal self-hate. Get over it. And I know that seems unsympathetic, but I had to get over it. I am getting over it. Like, I had to be like, you know what, whatever, I'm loving me. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do things that pour into me, things that support me loving myself. I'm going to love me. I'm going to celebrate me. And I'm happy. I've always been happy to see people successful, though. I haven't gone that far. You know, it hadn't been programmed into me because thankfully I was loved. You know, now, yeah, I had some other challenges, but I was loved. I experienced love. Um, I had people sacrifice for me. My great auntie, you know, got to look at her and say, "Thank you, auntie." She was elderly. She was elderly. She was elderly. She was way in her 70s, and not like these 70-year-olds today that are going to the gym. Okay, she was not going to the gym. She had a sedentary lifestyle, which affected how she moved. I grew up with watching walkers and canes and, you know, the toilet seat that doesn't go all the way down, you know, the plastic toilet seat you see inside of elderly people homes. I grew up with those things, you know, with the chair and the bathtub, and, you know, I grew up with that stuff from a baby. So she couldn't even hardly physically get around, but she decided to accept a baby in her home and to love this baby the best way she could. And that love set the foundation of me growing and becoming the woman that I am today. None of the hardships, challenges, abuse, neglect, none of that stuff can take away love. Like, love is just that powerful. So, you know, I experienced it. I didn't know until I was maybe in my 30s that I could cultivate it for myself, because I was busy cultivating it for my child, you know. So I didn't know that I could cultivate it for myself. But now that I know I can cultivate it for myself, that's what I'm doing, okay? So I get why some of us feel that hatred, you know, against people successful. They feel like, oh, that person's successful, that they can't achieve it. Yes, you can. The same success that Billy Carson has achieved, you can achieve, and more. The same success that Oprah has achieved, you can achieve, and more. The same success Tyler Perry, Jamie Foxx, whoever's melanated, it's a whole bunch of us, it's too many to name, okay? You can too. And there's so many that we don't even know their names because they're not in the public face. But I'm here publicly to let you know that you can achieve it. I'm here to share my opinions on that whole Billy West interview and his freaking wife's follow up. Oh, he was jet lagged. Oh, yeah, he was clearly tired. Why the hell was he out there if he was clearly tired? We see he was tired. We see he was half asleep, ma'am. But you are his helpmate. You can say, baby, we're going to reschedule this. Get your rest. Da 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 da. No, those coins, right? Those coins, those coins, those coins, those coins, those coins. You want to get those coins. We're going to see more come out. We're going to see more come out. Mark my words, we're going to see more come out. I pray the brother stays next to Michael Beckwith. That's where he needs to get to. Billy Carson, go get to Agape. Go over there. Go over there. Go to Agape. Go to Agape. You've already invited Michael Beckwith to your award shows. You need to go over there. You need to go to Agape. You need to get grounded in that community because that community is going to be there to support you. And that's what you need, Billy Carson. You need support right now. And they're full of coins. So they don't want your coins. They got their own coins, okay? They got their own coins over there in Agape. Get to Agape. It's great for families. It's great. I mean, it's a win-win situation. You can't fail over there at Agape International Spiritual Center. So Billy Carson, that's where you need to be at, brother. I pray and I put it out there in the universe right now that you feel that intuitively in your soul and your spirit and you get your ass to California and that you are at Sunday service. This Sunday coming up, January 12th, you in the motherfucking audience. And if that heifer comes, she could get some help from there too. And it's great for the baby too. You know, get your butt over there. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. You can still travel the world, still do your awards, still write your books, still have your business and have your business be successful. Get over to Agape and get over there. That's where you need to be. So that's how I feel about the Billy Carson West interview. That's how my intuition feels. That's how my gut feels. Me sharing this feels great and feels good. Because again, we are not going to pretend that libraries and books were burned and that things have been plagiarized. Not just now. Oh, I carefully copied. You plagiarized the shit, motherfucker, and you put it on some shit that somebody finds this shit 50 years from now, they gonna think it's an original copy. And it ain't. You plagiarized, motherfucker. I carefully cut out the papyrus and copied the original. How we know that, motherfucker? We just supposed to trust your word? Nah, we good, Wes. We good. We good. Good try. Good try. It ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. So anyway, I don't know what's going on out here. Something going on out here. It's not my daggone window. But I came to the window so I could get the natural lighting so you can see. You'll see my blemishes, you see. You see me for where I'm at physically right now. Work in progress. Aren't we all? Always will be. You know, there's always going to be room for improvement, room to get better. Yeah, something happened because they taking pictures of it. I don't know what happened though, because I was asleep. But anyway, that's me looking out my window. Y'all want to see real quick? Y'all can't really see real quick. I don't know. This is Popo. See the Popo out there. That's a Popo with the white top. That's a Popo. Are they closing the store? Something happened in the store. They put a whole bunch of bread into fucking redoing that damn store. I don't understand why the motherfucking Popo ain't parked there all the fucking time. But you know, it's not my city to run. It's not my city to run, you know. If they really want to clean shit up, they could. But again, not my city to run. I mean, not, you know, horrible, but just, something happened in there though. Anyway, back to y'all. Y'all have a good Tuesday. I got some business to take care of. And that's my 2 cents on Billy Carson. Billy Carson and family, this is my platform. So if I want to call somebody a heifer, I could call them a heifer, okay? Because this is me. This is not something that I'm adopting, okay? Like, oh, so you screw a black man, and now all of a sudden you got all this extraness. Okay, my opinion again. My opinion. My opinion. My opinion. My opinion. My opinion. My personal opinion. Okay, I don't know the heifer personally. I'm just going off of what I see and what my intuition says. Like, okay, she got the papers, but I don't know if it's been a year. You know what? Let me just go. Billy, brother from another mother, get over to Agape. That's a safe space for you, okay? Get over there, get involved in that community, connect with those souls over there. It's a good thing that you honored him and you acknowledge him. You need to get over there. You need to get over there. That's a good brother. I'm sure he has whatever. He has the knowledge and the wisdom to give you some guidance in this situation. Don't just listen to your lawyers. Okay. I'm not saying not to listen to your lawyers. I say don't just listen to them. Get you some spiritual, some strong spiritual support while you're going through this challenge. All right. All the best to you, Billy Carson. I still support you, and I wouldn't have let your ass go on there, motherfucking tired neither. It's my 2 cents. Later, y'all.